Good evening. This is CTV News for Thursday, June 22nd. I'm Patricia Villone.
And I'm Denise Douglas. So glad you could join us this evening. Well, about 1 out of every 5 people who die from drowning are children, according to the Centers for Disease Control, an annual program sponsored by Prince George's Parks. The federal government and other agencies aims to change that. It encourages kids to learn how to swim. Byron Scott has the details.
So we want to keep you kids safe.
It was called the world's largest swimming lesson.
Very good.
Scores of kids at this pool in Sea Pleasant, along with youngsters around the world, took part in the one-day event. Here in the States, it's sponsored by a federal program named Pool Safely.
And it's really to bring awareness to people about how important it is for our kids to learn how to swim and also for adults to take some real simple steps to keep kids safe.
Can everybody hear me?
With summer upon us, pools are open and kids are looking to have fun.
Yeah, it's really fun, and especially when I like going underwater and playing underwater.
But sometimes fun and danger can intersect, often with tragic results. According to government statistics, hundreds of children across the country drown each year.
And we want to make sure that we prevent that here in our county. So we do special events like this. We offer free water safety classes throughout the summer and throughout the year.
To help with the effort, organizers enlisted the help of former Olympic swimmer MADDY CRIPPEN.
I started just like you guys a long, long time ago learning how to swim.
And so the need to take swimming lessons from a young age is great, not only from a water safety perspective, but from the ability throughout your whole life to be able to enjoy the water, to feel comfortable around the water.
This campaign focuses mostly on kids ages 5 and under. That's the group, according to the Centers for Disease Control, most at risk of drowning.
This is the #1 cause of accidental deaths with kids under 5.
Research indicates the risk of drowning can be reduced by 88% for children ages 1 to 4 if they take part in formal lessons. The world's largest swimming lesson began 7 years ago. Their goal is to reach 1 billion young swimmers by the year 2019. This is BRAELYN Best's second time taking lessons.
My mom had enrolled me with swimming classes for, I think, a year until I didn't want to do it anymore because it was too much pressure and I had to go to school, then ballet, then Girl Scouts.
We just wanted to have fun, and we knew that a lot of kids would be coming, so we thought that we would want to interact with other kids and see how other camps do.
In Sea Pleasant, Byron Scott, CTV News.
You can go to poolsafely.gov to find out more about the swim program, and that is Pool Safely, just like it is right there. Maryland transportation leaders are in court again fighting for the Purple Line. The project remains in legal limbo. Officials are asking a federal judge to issue an emergency order, which will suspend a lower court ruling that is delaying construction. U.S. District Judge Richard Leon of the lower court has yet to rule on the state's request to reinstate the project's environmental approval. The Purple Line project is currently ineligible for $900 million in grants because of the court's block.
If you underwent a colonoscopy or upper endoscopy at Largo Medical Center recently, this news is for you. Kaiser Permanente is notifying more than 24 patients that they may be at risk for infection. Officials say that a piece of equipment used during exams had a defect that may have kept it from being fully disinfected. They say the risk of illness is minimal, but 23 patients are being asked to return for testing, and physicians will work with them to ensure appropriate care is provided. In a statement sent out yesterday, Kaiser Permanente says the health and safety of our members is our absolute top priority, and we're committed to ensuring that this does not happen again. Well, Senate GOP leaders unveiled their long-awaited health care bill called the Better Care Reconciliation Act of 2017. The bill seeks to undo much of the Affordable Care Act. It would curtail federal Medicaid funding, repeal taxes on the wealthy, and eliminate funding for Planned Parenthood. The bill is an attempt to strike a compromise between existing law and a much more stringent House bill. But at least 4 Republican senators are already saying that they oppose the legislation, which could put the bill at risk. Democrats are also speaking out. Senator Chris Van Hollen has harshly criticized the GOP for drafting the measure in secret. Well, Maryland State Police are investigating a fatal crash that occurred last night. It happened on the outer loop of the Beltway northbound I-495 near Greenbelt. Police say 32-year-old Alan Chavez Velasquez was driving a 2009 silver Acura at high speed and then hit 58-year-old Karen Scott, who was in a gray 2015 Nissan Rogue. Chavez Velasquez lost control of the car and collided with a guardrail. 53-year-old Eusebio Velasquez, a passenger in the Acura, was pronounced dead on the scene. Investigators say that speed and alcohol may have been factors in the crash.